What up guys, I'm Will, and this is my channel. I'm a new content creator, at least publicly. I've been making stuff off and on my whole life, but have really started taking it seriously during the pandemic, like a lot of other people. Some aspect of being a content creator is connecting with your audience, and there are many ways that people do this or don't do this. Some content creators rely on having a very direct one-on-one relationship with their audience. Picture vloggers, businesses that create social media presences, or streamers. They influence you primarily by revealing parts about their life or the inner workings of their business. As the audience, we get closer to them by either relating or craving. We all partake in this voyeuristic activity, should we choose to watch. Potato Jet, one of my favorite content creators on YouTube, does camera gear reviews, vlogs, and really cinematic vacation videos in beautiful locations. I love seeing the gear that he brings along with him on these trips with his wife. They own a giant van, they go traveling together with their friends. It's one of my huge goals to do something like this with my girlfriend Roxanne. Gene is just the right combo of camera nerd, cinematographer, and nice dude that makes me want to just keep seeing what he does every day in his daily life. I follow this Australian candy company that does live streams every week. They cut and make the candy on Facebook Live and have really amazing accents. Their business is ran like a German watch and is squeaky clean. The sound of the candies as they clink on the long knives is incredibly satisfying. It's a family business. The candy they make during the stream is sold the next day and is always themed around current events, holidays, etc. It's really entertaining to watch them and their family joke around with each other. The candy always sells out in under an hour too, so it's a bit of an experience in that regard as well. Here are two things that, as Bill Maher would say, I don't know for a fact, I just know that it's true. There are days where Potato Jet and his wife are just screaming at each other. That they want nothing to do with each other. They make the other person cry. They cuss at each other. They do petty and mean bullshit to each other. Threaten each other. Make the other person look bad in front of their friends and family. And how do I know this? Because I'm projecting. But also, in every relationship of any lasting ability, there are conflicts, ups and downs, bumps in the road, changing dynamics, agreements or bonds that have either changed or shifted since the start of the relationship. These are things that need to be dealt with in a timely manner and in a way that is as calm as the situation is willing to lend. Sometimes the minimum the situation will allow is screaming at each other, throwing horrible insults you don't mean, stopping by a McDonald's for a twisty cone, and going for a 100-mile-per-hour drive on the 5 to blow off some steam. But 9.9 times out of 10, it doesn't get that heated. There's a disagreement, it gets worked out, and both people are either better at the end of these crucibles, or it kills the relationship. Both are fair, and such is life and the nature of some romantic relationships. I also know this to be true. There are days where the happy boss of the candy company walks into the doors of the candy shop and screams, "Fuck my life. I want to burn this place to the ground. I want to fire my children and hire some competent candy makers that don't talk so much. I want to divorce my wife and give her half of this shithole so I can run away with the cute girl I've been messaging from New Zealand. I want to work on my greasy garage instead of this sanitized prison." But he doesn't do any of this stuff. He clocks his kids in, starts the Facebook live stream, and looks at all the donations from the Facebook moms as he sells out every bag of candy faster than his children's hands can chop the lollies apart. He goes home to his giant mansion in Sydney, probably has a pretty decent home life, and probably a pretty decent looking partner who makes him appropriately happy. Could you imagine if there was an episode of Potato Jet where, for a camera review, he uses immaculate chiaroscuro while he openly attempts to create a sex schedule with his wife? Or a live stream where the candy maker broke down on a bad day and screamed how emasculating making candy every day made him feel, even though his business and live stream was a devil of his own creation for his own livelihood? We are not privy to the lives of the people who create our content, and I think that is okay. But there is an operating principle that has been made apparent to me. The more that a content creator reveals about himself in his real life, the more powerful their work becomes. The more you understand the artist, the more it will amplify your understanding of their creation.